Hey, have you heard about my AI alter ego? That's right. Ask Alan Anything is now live, and we've trained it on my 13 books. We've trained it on over 200 podcasts. It has most of what's in here, not everything, but most of what's in here. And you can, when you're sitting around going, gee, I wonder what Alan would do in this situation, or I wonder what Alan would say in this situation. Well, now you can. Go to whatwouldallansay.com. Enter the coupon code podcast because you're going to get half off. It starts at only $10 a month. And now when you're thinking, I wonder what Alan say, now you can actually ask. Go to whatwouldallansay.com, enter the coupon code podcast, and start asking me anything. What are you doing to get outside your comfort zone? Listen to this episode for some ideas. Welcome to another episode of the Wedding Business Solutions Podcast. I'm your host, Alan Berg. I'm a speaker, author, sales trainer, website reviewer, and I help businesses like yours sell more, profit more, and have more fun doing it. Enjoy this episode. Hey, it's Alan Berg. Welcome to another episode of the Wedding Business Solutions Podcast. I wrote this note down about this for a future episode. What are you doing to get outside your comfort zone? Because I'm sure all of us love being comfortable. Like, it's human nature, right? We like being comfortable, whether it's a comfortable chair, a comfortable bed, a comfortable blanket, but it's also we get comfortable just doing the things that we do, and it's easy, right? It's easy to do that. But the good stuff happens outside our comfort zone. And if you really look back, really, really look back, all the way back to childhood maybe, and you think about what you've been able to accomplish by trying something new, even if, or especially if, it was uncomfortable, that's where the good stuff very often happens, right? I'm not talking about crazy things, but that's where the good stuff can happen, is trying something. Now, the interesting thing is it's our perception of these things, right? Like I went skydiving. I was for my 50th birthday. That was something I went skydiving. And I was never nervous about it, right? I was never nervous about it because I was so excited about trying it. I did it. And yet other people would do that, be like, eh. As a matter of fact, I went with a couple of friends and one of them was just that way. And she was asked her tandem buddy, has anybody ever just gone back down with the plane and never not jumped? And he said, you'll get down faster if you jump than if you go with the plane. But, you come this far. And that's really the key, is it's just your perception of it. When I do my language lessons on Duolingo, and I talk about this a lot, and I don't talk about it because I'm trying to brag on how long I've been doing it. I'm trying to do it as an incentive, right? I remember when I started doing Spanish lessons, when I was using Rosetta Stone, my goal was to finish the lessons. But my goal now with Duolingo with French is not to finish the lessons. It's to achieve a level of fluency. And my favorite days are when it's hard. My favorite days are when it's kicking my butt, because what that means is I don't know it yet. And that's the way I approach certain things in life. I've talked about purposeful practice before, right? Are you just doing something, or are you doing it with the purposeful intent of getting better? And I post my videos, as some of you might have seen me playing my baby grand piano, and I post the videos. And sometimes I'll post up and say, here I'm trying to get outside my comfort zone. And I try playing songs that I've never, ever played before. And some of them I'm able to sit down just by knowing them, by hearing them, and play them. And other ones I pull up the chords. If you've ever seen me playing, I'm never looking at sheet music. I can't sight read the music. I do know the notes. I can read music. I come way back, but if I hear it, I can play it, but sometimes I just need the chord changes because I can't quite get them right. But I put them up there again as, a little bit of a incentive for you, but also it's getting me outside my comfort zone, saying, here, watch this. I've never played this song before, and I'm going to do it now, and I'm going to do it in front of you, like all of you. And I could do it here in private, and you would never know, right? And I'm sure there's a few times where I've tried and I just couldn't get the song right, so I just never put the recording up. But most of the time it's like, here, and you know what? It's not perfect. It's not perfect. And a younger me would never, ever have put that video up if with it not being perfect. Right now, I'm like, yeah, it's not perfect. And a lot of you don't know because maybe you're not musicians. Some of you are musicians and hear it. And I hope you can appreciate the fact that I leave those in because that's what live performing is like. So, where are you stuck that you won't get started because you don't think you can do it well? Again, that was a younger me. I'm going to raise my hand. That was me. I wouldn't even start trying if I didn't think I could master something. And now it's the trying that's fun. It's the I'm going to give this a shot and I'm going to fail and I'm going to fail until I get it right. And that's where I am with my Duolingo every day is the satisfaction is getting it wrong, getting it wrong, getting it wrong, and then getting it right. Because when I get it right, it's like, oh, wow, I understand that concept now. I understand future, or I understand this. It's one thing I'm working on now that's kind of throwing me off is being able to say, I used to do this. Not I did, but I used to. And it's the slightly different spelling, right? And that different accents and things like that. So, if I say I bought something, okay, but if I say I used to buy, it's not the same writing, right? And we hear it in English, it's different, but it's different in French. And that, man, it's throwing me off. And it frustrates me. Believe me, it does. And it's going to frustrate you to not get that thing right away. And that's okay. It's what you do about it that makes the difference. It's not whether it frustrates you. It's not whether you can get it right away or every time, right? I've told this story before, maybe not for a while. When I did Taekwondo, I started when I was 39, right? Not when I was 9, when I was 39. And I got my first degree black belt at 42, my second at 44, 6 months from a third degree at 46 when I hurt my back. And that's when I stopped. But I remember asking the Taekwondo master, I said, are we trying to do the perfect kick or punch or form? And he said, no, very emphatically, no, because you can't improve on perfection. So it changed my mindset, not just with martial arts, but with everything in life. I've said this before. I don't want to ever give the best speech I can ever give. But every time I speak, I want to give the best speech I've ever given. Right? I want everyone to be the best I've ever done, but not the best I can ever do because I want to be able to grow. And that's with my language lessons or playing the piano or playing a sport or speaking or whatever. That's just the way I've started to approach life is I want to be better than I was the last time every time at whatever it is. Can I be a better husband, father? Can I be a better grandfather? Right? And that usually for me means buying more stuff for my grandchildren because that's the fun part, right? But can you be better? The answer is yes, if you're intentional about it. So this ties in with a lot of things I've spoken about with, that purposeful practice, right? But the comfort zone is where you're like, I'm okay just being like this, and that's fine. But if you want to grow, you have to get uncomfortable. You have to take that first step. You have to do the things that you're not doing now, and that can be uncomfortable. And that can be okay. That should be okay. And I hope it's okay for you. And I want you to find something that you can do. Just take that first step, that first uncomfortable step, like a baby walking, right? They don't get it right the first time, but man, they try and they get up again, and they do it. And once they do it, you can't stop them, right? So let's get you to that point too. Try it again until we can't stop you. Thanks. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Wedding Business Solutions Podcast. If you liked it, please subscribe to this channel and post a review on your chosen platform, Apple Podcasts or whichever one. If you have any questions about anything in this episode or any of my episodes, email me directly at alan@weddingbusinesssolutions.com or visit my website, alanberg.com, alanberg.com. If you have any suggestions for future topics or guests that you'd like